Professional beach volleyball.
Swing and there's the stop.
The AVP is passion.
The best beach volleyball players in the world.
Hot bodies.
The best pro beach volleyball tour in the world.
Hot athletes.
Traditionally a sport played on the beach. That is, until now. All winter long, the AVP has crisscrossed the United States, bringing the world's hottest summertime sport to cold market arenas throughout the nation.
Never gets snow in LA. This is wonderful.
With a unique round-robin format, 8 of the greatest beach volleyball players in the world face off tonight as another leg of the AVP Crocs Hot Winter Nights Tour rolls on from Omaha, Nebraska.
That's what I'm talking about!
Only on My Network TV.
This is the AVP.
Welcome to the Quest Center in Omaha, Nebraska. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're on My Network Television. This is the AVP Hot Winter Nights Crocs Tour, and we are in Omaha, Nebraska. Are you ready? We got 4 of the best beach volleyball players in the world right here for you today. What we did was play a round-robin tournament where each player got to switch partners, and then it came down to only 2. We have a 2 seed and a 1 seed. They will compete for all the money in the first title ever in Omaha, Nebraska. Let's see how the tournament breaks down. 4 players compete in a round-robin format. The top scoring player after 3 rounds becomes the 1 seed. And the 1 seed gets to choose between the number 3 and 4 seed for a teammate in the final. Now the men's final followed by the women's final. Here is round-robin play on the men's side. 4 of the best in the world battling it out in Omaha, Nebraska. And the bigs would take round number 1, Matt Fuerbringer and Jake Gibb, 15-12. And in round number 2, the regular season matchup. Jake Gibb and Sean Rosenthal, partners for the last 2 seasons, taking on Kerri Jennings and Matt Fuerbringer. And boy, would these guys go at it. Kerri Jennings, a heads-up play to the corner. Jennings and Fuerbringer, 15-7. And in round number 3, Fuerbringer would team up with Rosenthal, and Furby hammers it home. Jennings keeping it close, painting it down the line. Fuerbringer would stuff Jennings. But in the end, Kerri Jennings gets a great set from Gibb. Jennings tools the block, and Jennings is the number 1 seed. Kerri Jennings, you're playing against Matt Fuerbringer, your partner during the regular season, the last 5 years. You guys won 5 tournaments together. But tonight, in Omaha, Nebraska, you got to pick between Sean Rosenthal, the son of Jarrell, your buddy, shoots in the 70s as a golfer, one of the greats in the game, and his partner during the regular season, Jake Spiker Gibb, with 9 open wins. That is a tough, tough decision, and you're friends with both guys. Who are you going to pick to win the title?
Omaha. I'm going to go with the big, dirty, nasty, Jake Gibb.
Jake Gibb. Come over here, Jake. Ladies and gentlemen, the finals are set. Matt Fuerbringer is going to try to win the title with Sean Rosenthal, and Jake Gibb is going to partner up with Kerri Jennings. It's between Kerri and Matt. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. It's a perfect opportunity for you to get to know the number 1 seed, Kerri Jennings. Take a look.
What's up? I'm Kerri Jennings, and I grew up in the city of sin, Las Vegas, Nevada. I got a lot of fire. My mom taught me a valuable lesson. Work hard. Single mom, 5 boys running around. I'm never going to be outworked. They call me the Marty Scorsese of the AVP Tour. What's up? This is the Kerri Cam. We're hanging out in Manhattan Beach. My dad is responsible for me learning the game of beach volleyball. He would take us up to Lake Tahoe in the summers, and on Ski Beach, that's where my brother and I learned to play. When I'm not on the volleyball court, I'm either skating, eating Mexican food, or on the golf course. I rock our money. My whole life, people have told me that I'm not strong enough, and I'm here to tell you.
Kerri the kid, keep that chip on your shoulder, son. Good work. Kerri's wife, Kerri Walsh, the number 1 ranked AVP player on the women's side. Gold medals from 2004. There's Matt Fuerbringer and Sean Rosenthal. And here we go. Kerri Jennings, your server. Sean Rosenthal, the son of Jarrell, starts it up with a big hit from the left side, 1-0.
Rosie, 6'4" out of Redondo Beach, California. One of the best all-around athletes in the world. That's why we call him Superman, the son of Jarrell.
Service in the net. 1-1 on the board.
Jake Gibb out of Bountiful, Utah, the 2005 MVP of the AVP.
What a great save, the son of Jarrell, Superman! And Matt Fuerbringer buries it.
What a great serve by Gibb. Look at Sean Rosenthal. What a great set. And Fuerbringer from 10 feet off the net puts it home. 2-1, Fuerbringer and Rosenthal leading.
KC Jennings shot down the line for 2-2. Casey the Kid, 5 open wins, your serve. Cut shot falls short. We switch sides at 3-2. Make some noise, Omaha, Nebraska. Casey the Kid ready to serve it up. 3-2. Golden God, Furby from the right side. And Jake Gibb, the big nasty. Dropping that right hand. Got it.
And you take a look at that replay. Matt Fuerbringer hitting angle. Jake Gibb did a great job of lining up on that ball and dropping his right hand. Got it. 4-2. Jennings and Gibb leading here in our final. We played a 15. You got to win by 2. Fuerbringer with a cut shot from the right side makes it 3-4. The AVP would like to remind everyone out there, if you're drinking, do not drive. Score is now 3-4. Sean Rosenthal to serve.
That ball hit a little bit wide. They say net violation on Matt Fuerbringer. And Furby on the way down, just nicking that net for the violation point. Go to Jake and Casey. Oh, tough ball to hit over the shoulder, 6-3.
That's a great set by Sean Rosenthal, but a very tough ball to attack. Matt's facing this way, and that ball's coming over his shoulder like that. Very difficult to attack that ball. 6-3, they're down early. They're going to have to start getting in a better side-out rhythm, start manufacturing some points.
Gibb out of the net. Furby taps it home over Casey. A much-needed point. 4-6. They switch sides.
Now, Matt Fuerbringer is playing on the right side. During the regular season, when he plays with Casey, he's playing on the left side. But Sean's a left side player as well, so one of them has to move to the right, which is Matt Fuerbringer. That's why he's doing it. So that's what's difficult about this game.
One of the most dominant big men in the game today, Matt Fuerbringer. Let's meet him. Take a look at him, the Golden God, Matthew Fuerbringer.
Family's everything. My wife, Joy, and my baby girl, Charlie. She's the love of my life. Mike Lambert was my teammate for 4 years at Stanford University. After college, I played professionally in Europe before finding my way onto the beach. Aprendí a hablar español en España. All the success I found on the beach has been alongside my longtime friend and partner, Casey Jennings. Thanks, Kes. Surfing's what I do for my cross training. It keeps me sane. My name is Matt Fuerbringer, and that is my story.
Matthew Fuerbringer, 4-time All-American out of Stanford, 5 times the winner, including Hermosa Beach in 2005. 7-4.
Casey Jennings back to serve, leading 7-4 here in our final.
Gibb goes for the save. Oh, Jennings, he's done it all night long, and he does it again. 8-4.
Not the first time Casey Jennings has done this. Right back at you, over on one, catching the defense off guard.
We have a timeout, ladies and gentlemen. 8-4 on the board.
My name is Sean Rosenthal, and this is my story. My nickname on tour is Son of Jor-El, or Superman. Out there on the court, I use both hands. I hit with my right and my left. Some would say I'm ambidextrous. I qualified for my first AVP event when I was 16 years old. I got a loyal fan base out there called Rosie's Raiders. They get more pub than I do. Myself and my 6 siblings were raised by a single mom in Redondo Beach, California. I started working at a cable company when I was 15 to help pay the bills around the house and have a little bit of money of my own. I never played high school volleyball, college volleyball. Now I got my eyes set on Olympic gold. This is the AVP.
Coming back. A lot of game left. I think they got a big lead. We got a lot of time.
Jennings to serve. Jump float. That is partner Matt Fuerbringer. Fuerby from the right side, and Fuerby sneaks it by the block of Jake Spike to give the big, smooth, nasty one. Thought he had it. 5-8 on the board. Sean Rosenthal looking for a little magic. Jennings. What a dig by Sean Rosenthal. Rosie for 6. Got it! Rosenthal with a chizzy whizzy. Off the block, 6-8.
Here's Sean Rosenthal. Nice job staying neutral in the middle of the court. Runs down that shot. And here he is. He keeps that ball in front of him. And just chiseling the block of Jake Gibb. Point, Fuerbringer and Rosenthal. 6-8 on the board.
Jennings with nobody up. Little too much heat for Casey the Kid.
Casey Jennings makes it 9-6. Gibb and Jennings. Jennings is 6 points away from the Omaha title.
Nine-6. Ref gets absolutely crushed, but he stays in the game. Give it a round of applause for the referee. Nice job staying in there, son.
Jake Gibb, hard jump serve to Matt Fuerbringer. Fuerby from the right side, high and hard off the top, good for the point. Matt Fuerbringer and Sean Rosenthal trailing by 3 points. Played the game to 15, got a win by 2. Fuerby and Rosie needing to manufacture some points here on the defensive end. And that's one way to do it with an ace serve. Score now 8-10. Fuerby and Rosie climbing back in.
Got a standing float? Yes, it was. There he is, toes the line. He'll float and go again. Fuerby goes for a little hubby wife down the middle. Oh, Jennings in the right spot. Gibb lays it out. Rally still going. Omaha going nuts. Jennings got it.
Casey Jennings is fired up, 11-8. As we take a look at that great rally. Fuerby with the poke, Jennings right there. And that off-speed shot, just out of the reach of a diving Sean Rosenthal. Casey Jennings leading 11-8. Jump floating.
Furby, little wrist away shot, good, 9-11.
We'll be back in just a moment with more men's final. Can Furby come back?
My name is Jake Spiker Gibb, and this is my story. Spiker is actually my middle name, my mother's maiden name. Crazy as it sounds. I got cut from my basketball team as a senior. Killed me. Growing up, basketball was my passion. Now it's volleyball. In Utah, I used to get so eager to play beach volleyball. We'd go out and start playing. Snow would still be on the ground, but who cares? We're still playing beach volleyball. I moved to California in 2002 with $1,600 in my pocket to pursue beach volleyball. I'm now chasing Olympic gold. This is the AVP.
Jake Gibb. What a story, what a career. Sean Rosenthal serving. 9-11 on the board.
Come on.
Gibb, a chance from the left side. Off the block and good. 12-9. Casey Jennings and Jake Gibb leading. Casey Jennings 3 points away from the Omaha title. And the man he's going up against, his partner for the last 5 seasons, Matt Fuerbringer. They serve Rosie. Rosie from the left side. Off the block and good.
10-12, how do we feel about it? Make a little noise. Matt Fuerbringer needing a point. Down by 2. That's how you do it. A little luck, a little help, off the tape, and good. 11-12.
We take another look at Furby's serve as it just goes off the top of the tape and down. And he loves it. Jennings from the right side. Off the block of Furby. Furby's got to go with it. Gibb now from the right side. And Gibb taps it home.
13-11. Casey the Kid trying to win his first hot Winter Nights Tour victory. Up 13-11. That's a nice scoop by Jennings. Rosenthal. That ball's long. 14-11. On your feet. On your feet for game, match, championship point for Casey Jennings.
Every man, woman, and child on their feet. The Quest Center in Omaha, Nebraska. Game, match, championship point.
And here it is, Casey Jennings. Furby, not yet, not yet. 12-14 on the board. Two regular season partners, Jake Gibb and Sean Rosenthal, Matt Fuerbringer and Casey Jennings on opposite sides of the net. Jennings and Fuerbringer going for the first ever Omaha, Nebraska title on the Kropp AVP Hot Winter Nights Tour. Game, match point. And Jennings has done it. Give it up for Matt Fuerbringer, Sean Rosenthal, Jake Gibb. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and first ever Omaha, Nebraska champion, Casey the Kid Jennings. Casey, we've got a nice sized crowd out here tonight. A lot of these great people have come out. Some are seeing it for the first time. You guys put on a great show. It's got to feel good to win your first Hot Winter Nights tour right here in Omaha.
Really good. I wouldn't have rather been a better place. Thank you guys. You guys have been rad. Thanks to the Frogger over there. It's been good.
Now, you were playing against your regular season partner, Matt Fuerbringer. What was the strategy going against one of your best friends and partner?
Who knows? Me and Jake, and I think all four of us are just in a zone, kind of a daze here in Omaha, but I tried to ride the bull before the game to get me fired up. Jake played great. I got to say thanks to him. And Furby's my guy. I mean, for the year, we're going to try the Olympics. And, of course, Rosie, I love him. And you, buddy, you do a great job.
Appreciate that. Casey Jennings, your Omaha champion. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, I'm going to visit with Kerri Walsh and then the women's final. Omaha, make some noise!
I'm Kerri Walsh, and this is my story. My family is my world. They're my inspiration. They're my support system. I have the best family in the world. My pops played pro ball for the A's. My childhood dream was to be the first girl in the MLB. They call me 6 feet of sunshine. That may play off the court, but on the court, I want to kick your butt. My first day training with Misty, kind of my tryout, we played against this boy named Casey Thomas Jennings. It was my first introduction to the love of my life. Didn't even pay him a lick of notice because I was so nervous to be playing with Misty, and the rest is history. I love watching him play. He's my favorite player to watch, so I feel like I'm living and dying with him when he's playing. Winning gold with Misty is something I will never, ever forget. We're looking to repeat this summer in Beijing. This is the AVP.
Kerri, it's good to be out here in Omaha, Nebraska, and your husband just won an event, so I know you're happy.
I am so happy. You know, he was a little nervous last night. He couldn't sleep, and it's so good. What a great way to start our wait.
Now, you and Misty May had one of the great years of all time, which is tough to say because you guys have had so many great years. Unbelievable wins-loss record, but then you had some shoulder surgery. Let the people know how you're feeling and how the rehab's going.
You know, I feel really great. You know, it was something that needed to be done. It's been a long time with a bad shoulder, and I feel so good. It feels relieved, you know, and now I'm getting strong. I'm not ready to play. I wish I were playing tonight. This is so hard to watch, but it feels really good, and I'm going to be bigger and badder and better than ever.
Now, in 2003 and 2004, you went through this, the push for Athens, where you eventually won a gold medal. Talk about the push for Beijing and what it's going to take. It's going to be a long summer, but a great one.
It is going to be a great one. We need to make it great. You know, we've been through this before, and we're qualified. We're in, which is a huge load off. So we have that going for us. But right now, it's about improving, which we're going to have a full year with our coach. We're going to keep improving, staying healthy, and just kicking butt. You know, we know what we need to do. We know these teams so well, but we need to adjust to their adjustments and just go in Beijing confident, healthy, and ready to go.
Now, we have 4 women back here, and only 2 can play for the championship. You have Jenny Kropp, who's from Nebraska. She's the #1 seed. And then you have Holly McPeak, the 2 seed. So that means that Jenny is going to have a choice between Angie Akers and Angela Lewis. Yeah. Dissect it, break it down for us. What do you think she's going to do and why?
You know, Jenny, first of all, she has the hometown crowd, which is fantastic. But, I mean, what great partners to choose from. I think ideally she'd probably want Holly, but obviously she can't pick Holly. So I want to say she might play with Angela. You know, a little bit, get the finesse player, and Angela's digging balls, and she has a funky serve. So maybe Angela, you know, but, you know, you can't go wrong with Angie either. Angie's a powerhouse. She gets points on her serves, and she plays defense. So.
Well, that's a great job, Kerri Walsh. We appreciate you stopping by. And on that note, let's take a look how these 4 wonderful athletes got to this point. It's a tournament recap brought to you by the Home Depot. You can do it. We can help. Round robin style tournament. All 4 athletes competing with each other, and only 2 seeds will advance to the finals. In round number 1, Jenny Kropp and Holly McPeak, 15-9 over Lewis and Akers. And in round number 2, Lewis and Kropp would play together, and they would come out on top. Lewis puts it away, 15-12 over McPeak and Akers. We would go to round number 3. Kropp and Akers would team up against Lewis and McPeak. Kropp with a hammer, and Holly McPeak with a dig. Kropp would get another chance. And Jenny Kropp, the hometown hero, puts it away. But Lewis and McPeak would not quit. McPeak from the left side, they win it 15-12. And after 3 rounds, McPeak and Kropp all tied up. They would have to flip a coin. Jenny Kropp grabs the 1 seed, McPeak the 2.
All right, Jenny, here you are in the finals, playing against one of the greatest of all time, Holly McPeak. You have a choice, Angela Lewis or Angie Akers. Where are you going to go and why?
What do you think?
I don't know, because it's 50-50 in this audience.
Well, I need defense, and I like a little fire. So what do you guys think, Angela Lewis?
Angela Lewis Jenny Kropp, Angie Akers, you go play with Holly McPeak, who's your partner for this season. And ladies and gentlemen, make a little noise in Omaha, Nebraska, the women's final.
And here's an opportunity to meet the #1 seed out of the University of Nebraska, Jenny Kropp.
My name is Jenny Kropp, and this is my story. I grew up in Grand Island, Nebraska. It's not an island. Pretty much landlocked by corn. Growing up, I wanted to be an artist because I like to finger paint. I started playing volleyball in my backyard in the grass when I was in 7th grade. I was the middle blocker on Nebraska's undefeated team in 2000. 2007 was my first year on the AVP tour. I was voted Rookie of the Year. Me and Jen placed 3rd when we were in Chicago. It was by far the best win that I've ever had. Better than a national championship, better than anything. This is the AVP.
Jenny Kropp trying to win the title in front of her hometown fans, teaming up with Angela Lewis, taking on Holly McPeak and Angie Akers. Holly McPeak from the right side starts it off with a great shot, 1-0. Holly McPeak, one of the greats to ever play the game, 72 career victories, 3-time beach volleyball Olympian.
1-0 on the board, Holly McPeak, born and raised in Manhattan Beach, California. Been working on that jump serve. It goes cross court to Lewis. 2-0. Holly McPeak and Angie Akers.
Holly McPeak with the start she needed, leading 2-0. Been working on that jump serve the entire offseason. Kropp on 2, dig by McPeak. McPeak with a chance for 3.
Akers on 2, blocked by Kropp. 1-2 on the board.
Kropp does such a nice job of staying at the net, getting that big left hand over. Good for the block. And the AVP would like to remind everyone out there, if you're drinking, do not drive. Holly McPeak, cut shot, good. Lewis with a great effort defensively, but that shot is just too tough by Holly McPeak. 3-1 on the board. McPeak, one of the great defensive players of all time. Angie Akers, at the University of Notre Dame. And that shot just long. So Akers and McPeak, 4-1 lead here at the turn. Kropp and Lewis needing to find some sort of rhythm to get back in this ball game. Holly McPeak, time to meet one of the all-time greats.
I'm Holly McPeak, and this is my story. People have been telling me my whole life that I'm too small and that I can't win. It's what's driven me to be the best. I wake up at 6 in the morning, make my husband breakfast, read the paper, and go to the gym. I've won over 70 professional titles, and I want more in my final season. My proudest moment in professional beach volleyball came at the 2004 Olympic Games, winning the bronze medal, being up on the podium with best women's beach volleyball players in the world, the highlight of my career. Growing up, I always wanted to live right on the beach, and I heard that Dennis made a lot of money, so that's what I wanted to be when I was little. And this is my 18th and final season on tour.
McPeak, one of the great ambassadors of the game. You will be missed.
Cross-court shot. Louis. 2-4.
Take a look at this shot by Angela Lewis, getting up high and banging that ball cross court. Good for the point. 2 facing for Angela Lewis at Bella Vista High School in Sacramento, California.
Angie Akers, known for her power game. Goes to a little off-speed action, Angie. I like that. Out of the University of Notre Dame.
Five serving 2. Holly McPeak. Goes to that jump serve cross-court to Lewis. And Lewis, nicely done. She had Holly McPeak sitting in the angle. Lewis taps it just over the block down the line.
Jenny Kropp, national champion of 2000, undefeated team for Nebraska. Graduated 2001.
Jenny Kropp serving. McPeak. Lewis with a chance to make it 4. And she does, off the block of Angie Akers. So Kropp and Lewis have climbed back into 4-5. Kropp to serve and run to the net. She goes to McPeak. What a shot by Holly McPeak, just painting the line. We will take the turn. McPeak and Akers leading 6-4. The women's final, the Quest Center, Omaha, Nebraska. Hammering jump serve by Akers. And Lewis in rhythm now, 5-6. Angela Lewis engaged to AVP star Anthony Medell. Akers steps to the middle of the court. And Akers falling backwards. The roll shot down the line. Lewis not happy about it. A ball she thinks she should have had. We'll be back with more women's final in a moment. Akers, McPeak leading 7-5.
My name is Angie Akers, and this is my story. Before finding my way to the beach, I played volleyball for the University of Notre Dame. My 2 favorite toys were my pound puppies, Tim Brown and Rocket Ishmael. After college, I started a running career, and that's when I ran the Boston Marathon in 3 hours and 24 minutes. I'm inspired by the men and women who serve our country. Last year, I had the chance to travel to Kosovo to visit our troops stationed abroad. We played volleyball with them, had meet and greets, and just saw a little bit of what they do every day. I've been playing on the AVP Tour for 6 years now. I love beach volleyball because I get to spend my days outdoors looking at the beautiful ocean and playing into the blue skies.
Angie Akers, what a great career, the 2002 AVP Rookie of the Year. Score is 7 serving 8. Serve to McPeak. Great save by Lewis, but Akers is there, 9-7. Take a look at the replay. Just a heads-up play. Nice job moving her feet. Angie Akers gets those hands over quick. Good for the point.
So Holly McPeak, 5 points away from winning her first ever Hot Winter Nights Tour victory. One of the great competitors of all time.
Holly McPeak to serve. She's down the line to Lewis. Lewis left-handed, dug by Akers. Oh, the little off-speed cut shot by Angela Lewis, 8-9. You see McPeak make a move into that cut shot, diving with that right hand, just out of reach. Jenny Kropp, national champion when she played here at Nebraska in 2000, serves McPeak. McPeak puts a little hot sauce on it, just off the hand of Jenny Kropp, 10-8 on the board. McPeak and Akers will team up for McPeak's final season this summer on the AVP Crocs Tour. The AVP would like to remind everyone out there, if you're drinking, do not drive.
Akers to Lewis. Lewis! Crushing it. 9-10.
Lewis from the right side. Hard shot just by the block. McPeak is in a great spot. Open hand dig, unable to come up with it.
McPeak from the right side. Cuddy again, got it. 11-9.
Akers lead 11-9. Angela Lewis, 11 top 10 finishes last year. Let's hear her remarkable story.
I'm Angela Lewis, and this is my story. At age 18, I was treated for a brain aneurysm that should have killed me. I got diagnosed with spinal meningitis. I had a cyst rupture on my ovary. I had scar tissue develop and wrap around my intestines. Had surgery again, and they removed almost 3 feet of my intestines and reattached it. I am living proof that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I love to dance, and Pri and I have found it a great pregame warm-up as well. Okay. This is my new puppy, Bella. She likes to travel. We're hopefully going to travel with her all next summer. Keep her on the tour, so you might see her a lot of her. I have survived 5 near-death experiences, and now I'm playing the best volleyball in my life. This is the AVP.
Angela Lewis, a courageous story. Always one of the most popular people to watch out here on the AVP Tour.
They go to Kropp, the Cornhusker. Dig by McPeak. Akers on 2. The pokey falls. 12-9.
Angela Akers with a heads-up play. The poke shot on 2. Holly McPeak, what she does best, dig and set at the same time, allowing her partners to either set the ball or hit it on 2. They lead 12-9.
Oh, Holly McPeak lays it out. Almost got it. 10-12.
Let's take a look at the replay. The effort by Akers, and then McPeak with that left arm tries to bring it back, and it's just wide. Hey, make sure you log on to avp.com today, the world's most comprehensive volleyball site. Interact with the fans, meet the pros, shop for authentic merchandise, view archived classic matches, and dig our lifestyle magazine television series dedicated to the AVP Tour.
Oh, Lewis with the dig, 11-12.
Look at the heat by Angie Akers, but Lewis right there, open hand to the back line. 11-12.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are all tied up. We got ourselves a ball game. Jenny Kropp, your serve. And another tough jump float. 13-12. Jenny Kropp in the lead.
Kropp and Lewis, can they take the title in Omaha? We'll be right back. The AVP Crocs Hot Winter Nights Tour from Omaha, Nebraska has been brought to you by Crocs. Play hard, live comfortably. The crowd rooting on the hometown hero, Jenny Kropp.
Floaty again. 14-12 on your feet. Game, match, championship point. And here we go. And this young woman right here, you played your college volleyball, won a national championship right here in Nebraska in 2000. How does it feel to come back home and win in front of some of your old teammates and your family and friends?
I can't describe it. Thank you guys so much for your support. I love you. I love Nebraska. Thank you.
You guys were down 12-9, and you just came back with some tough serving.
I mean, Angie just said, hey, stick in there, stay with it, tough serves, and we just slowly chipped away and came back. That's a lot how beach is. You always have a chance to come back.
You love this crowd chanting your name back here?
I love it.
That's it. Jenny Kropp, ladies and gentlemen. She is your champion here at Omaha, Nebraska. We have had a great time, a special night on My Network Television. And if you think that's great, you got to catch our act in the summer. Here's the 2008 preview of the AVP Crocs Tour.
2008 marks the 25th anniversary of the AVP, and this year's AVP Crocs Tour is holding absolutely nothing back. 18 cities from Southern California to the northeastern seaboard will witness the action firsthand. The tour kicks off on April 11th in Miami and ends in Glendale, Arizona in September, where the god and goddess of the beach will be crowned. The Crocs Cup will once again be awarded at season's end to both the men's and women's team atop the point standings.
It's something that we all shoot for. It's the Super Bowl of our sport. It's huge.
For the women, last year was marked by the continuing reign of Kerri Walsh and Misty May Traynor. The 07 Crocs Cup and World Champs have won 97% of their matches over the last 2 years and are primed to repeat as gold medalists this summer in Beijing.
My mind was blank when I was on the podium. You're listening to your anthem, your hands in your heart. You want to cry, but your body's freaking out. To think of it inspires me to go work hard today.
Elaine Youngs and Nicole Branna, Tyra Turner and Rachel Wacholder, and Jen Boss and April Ross are all legitimate title contenders and will certainly give May and Walsh a run for their money. 08 will also bid a fond farewell to one of the greatest of all time, Holly McPeak. She ranks third all-time with 72 career victories, a presence that will certainly be missed. On the men's side, Todd Rogers and Phil Dahlhauser look to build upon a most impressive 2007. They took home the Crocs Cup for the first time after notching 12 AVP titles and are the odds-on favorite to capture gold in Beijing. However, several formidable squads will stand between them and Olympic gold. The Hawaiians, Mike Lambert and Stein Metzger, took home 4 titles in 07, while Jake Gibb and Sean Rosenthal are one of the most athletic teams in the world and certainly present a challenge.
Dreams when you're a kid to even say you're trying to qualify for the Olympics.
The reality is that most people don't even get the shot at it. Just like at the World Championships in Stade, we'll hopefully be that team at the end holding the gold.
The competition has never been as fierce. Witness Olympic hopefuls and heroes firsthand all season long. Get your tickets today at avp.com. See you on the beach.